How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the Critics' Choice sale that runs through February 25th. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history, and are at least a 70 on OpenCritic or Game Rankings. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my daily coverage of every sale that Sony puts out. I'm trying to get to 25k by the end of the year, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping for me, let's get into the video. For $19.99, Death Stranding Director's Cut is an open-world action-adventure from Hideo Kojima, where courier Sam Bridges traverses a fractured America to reconnect isolated cities after a supernatural cataclysm. You'll haul vital cargo across hostile terrain, confront spectral BTs, and engage with the social strand system in a uniquely asynchronous way that lets players indirectly support one another through shared structures and tools. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $14.99, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is an action RPG that lets you relive Goku's epic journey in the adventures of the Z Fighters, combining high-octane battles with everyday life in the Dragon Ball universe. You'll train, fight, and explore while strengthening bonds with iconic characters and taking on classic story arcs from the Saiyan invasion to Majin Buu, all engaging in side quests and dynamic world events that enrich the experience. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $14.84, Devil May Cry HD Collection and 4 SE Bundle is a stylish action bundle that lets you experience Dante's full demon slaying saga across Devil May Cry 1 through 3 and Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. You'll unleash high-octane, combo-driven combat with multiple playable characters, iconic weapons, and escalating difficulty that rewards mastery, precision, and flashy skill expression across the entire series. It's an 84 average on Game Rankings, average trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 180 hours to get all 4 platinums. For $19.49, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora is a first-person action-adventure set in the untamed western frontier of Pandora, where you play as a Na'vi struggling to reclaim your heritage after years under the control of the human RDA Corporation. Explore breathtaking open-world regions, craft gear, and bond with a personal banshee to soar across the skies, while mastering both traditional Na'vi weapons and human firearms in dynamic combat. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $13.99, Solar Ash is a high-speed, gravity-defying action-adventure from the creators of Hyper Light Drifter, set in a surreal dreamscape filled with the haunting ruins of long-lost fallen civilizations and forgotten worlds. You play as Ray, a daring Void Runner on a mission to stop the Ultravoid's path of eternal hunger, traversing ashen skies, grappling to dizzying heights, and battling grotesque mobs and massive otherworldly bosses. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $19.99, Guilty Gear Strive is the latest entry in the critically acclaimed fighting game franchise, featuring stunning 2D, 3D hybrid visuals, fluid animations, and fast-paced, high-intensity battles that push the genre forward. You'll dive into a fully voiced story mode exploring the rich Guilty Gear universe, master fan-favorite and new characters, and experiment with innovative mechanics like wall breaks and advanced combos. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $15.99, The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is a 2-game collection of courtroom adventures following rookie lawyer Ryunosuke Naruhodo as he unravels conspiracies and delivers dramatic turnabouts in 19th century Japan and England. You'll interview witnesses and collect clues across 10 richly detailed and interconnected murder mysteries, blending clever writing, humor, and surprising emotional depth throughout your journey. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $19.99, Street Fighter VI is the latest evolution of the iconic fighting franchise, powered by Capcom's RE engine and featuring 3 immersive modes, World Tour, Fighting Ground, and Battle Hub for both casual and competitive players. Step into the shoes of 18 legendary and new fighters, each redesigned with cinematic specials, unique abilities, and a range of classic, modern, or dynamic controls to master combat at any skill level. It's a 91 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $14.99, River City Girls flips the classic beat-em-up formula with a hilarious, high-energy twist as Kyoko and Misako brawl through the city to rescue their kidnapped boyfriends, Kunio and Riki. Battle street gangs, punks, and over-the-top bosses across colorful 16-bit style districts, leveling up your moves and chaining flashy combos, throws, and special attacks that pack serious punch whether you're playing solo or in chaotic local co-op. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $19.99, Monster Hunter World Iceborne Master Edition is an action RPG where you hunt massive monsters across dynamic, breathtaking ecosystems, now enhanced with the Iceborne expansion, new quests, and master rank challenges. Track, battle, and defeat towering beasts using a vast arsenal of weapons and armor, alone or in online co-op, while exploring environments filled with secrets, rare resources, and formidable wildlife. It's a 90 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 300 hours to platinum. For $17.99, Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is a wild action-adventure that blends over-the-top combat, open sea exploration, and a comedic, story-driven pirate tale. You play as Goro Majima, an ex-Yakuza who has lost his memory and reinvents himself as a pirate, assembling a unique crew, upgrading your ship, and battling rival pirates and criminals both on land and at sea in the hunt for lost memories and legendary treasure. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $14.99, I Expect You to Die is a VR puzzle adventure that puts you in the role of an elite secret agent trying to survive high-stakes missions filled with deadly traps and a delightfully retro spy aesthetic inspired by classic espionage films. Each mission challenges your creativity and reflexes as you solve intricate puzzles using telekinesis, logic, and whatever tools you can find, blending humor, tension, and ingenuity. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $14.99, Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, once again follows legendary Yakuza Kazuma Kiryu, who faked his death to protect his family, as he is drawn back into conflict by a mysterious figure. Under the codename Joryu, Kiryu navigates vibrant locations filled with compelling characters, switching between the bone-crunching Yakuza style and high-tech, precision-driven agent style in visceral melee combat. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $17.49, Castlevania Dominus Collection is a 4-game anthology featuring 3 classic DS action-adventure titles, plus a fully redesigned version of the original Haunted Castle arcade game. You'll dive into Donisauro's soul-combining weapons, swap between Jonathan and Charlotte's abilities in Portrait of Ruin, and master Shinoa's powerful glyph system in Order of Ecclesia as you explore varied 2D worlds packed with secrets. It's a 90 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $19.99, Grand Theft Auto V is an action-packed open-world adventure where 3 criminals, Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, navigate the ruthless underworld of Los Santos, planning high-stakes heists in a city teeming with opportunity. You'll explore a vast, detailed city filled with dynamic events, side activities, and hidden secrets, seamlessly switching between characters to tackle missions with strategy, skill, and chaotic creativity. It's a 96 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 150 hours to platinum. For $15.99, SnowRunner is an off-road simulation RPG that puts you in the driver's seat of powerful vehicles as you conquer extreme terrains and untamed environments across a massive open world filled with hazards. Take on challenging contracts solo or team up with friends in 4-player co-op while exploring, customizing your fleet, upgrading vehicles, and testing your driving skills in the most advanced terrain simulation to date. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $12.49, Resident Evil 2 Deluxe Edition delivers the ultimate survival horror experience with the main game and extra DLC pack, including multiple costumes for Leon and Claire, the deluxe Samurai Edge Albert model weapon, and the ability to swap to the original soundtrack. Set in September 1998, Raccoon City is engulfed by a deadly virus, turning residents into flesh-eating zombies as chaos spreads rapidly across the rain-soaked streets. It's a 92 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $19.99, Gears of War Reloaded is an Unreal Engine remaster of the original blockbuster shooter, fully optimized for PS5 with 4K assets, HDR, and beautifully remastered lighting, shadows, and enhanced environmental detail. This definitive edition includes all DLC, bonus campaign content, and full cross-play and progression support, letting you fight the Locust threat solo or cooperatively with friends in cinematic, action-packed battles. It's a 94 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 150 hours to platinum. For $19.99, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is a charming sandbox RPG where players construct, explore, and battle through a vibrant block-based world, combining creative building with classic Dragon Quest storytelling and combat. With its colorful environments, engaging crafting mechanics, playful quests, and cozy progression systems, it's perfect for both fans of the series and newcomers looking for a relaxing yet rewarding adventure. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $14.99, God of War Deluxe Edition is a cinematic action-adventure that dramatically reimagines Kratos' epic journey as he seeks redemption in the brutal world of Norse mythology alongside his son, Atreus. You'll explore a richly detailed realm with visceral axe-based combat, emotionally driven storytelling, and seamless over-the-shoulder presentation, with the Deluxe Edition adding the Death's Vow armor set for Kratos and Atreus. It's a 94 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. There's something here for every type of player, so be sure to check some of these out while the sale is still going on. From this set of games, I've played Death Stranding, Guilty Gear Strive, Street Fighter 6, GTA 5, Resident Evil 2, Gears of War, and God of War, so I can recommend each of those from personal experience. The rest of the games do look pretty fun though. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.